What's up, people? Ed McCauley, Pittsburgh, PA. I was watching 24/7 and Mayweather said something. He said, how many in what sport can you name somebody that has went undefeated in the last 10 years with no losses? See, Floyd always focuses on the losses. He thinks because he didn't lose, he's the greatest. But I think Joe Calzaghe retired undefeated, and a few other fighters. So he's not the only one. He said name one. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. But I always say this, and I'll say it again and again and again and again. Floyd Mayweather doesn't understand that the zero is not impressive. At least not to me. To him, he thinks his zero means that he's the greatest fighter to ever exist. But see, a real champion, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, a real champion comes back from defeat. That's when you know what a real champion is. And I always say it, just like Vladimir Klitschko. He got brutally knocked out a few times, came back like a true champion, and has been undefeated ever since. Now, I will say this. Mayweather's a great fighter. Klitschko's a great fighter. Can me or you, the ordinary non-athlete, judge these fighters? People can criticize Klitschko and say that he's not fighting anybody. Well, let's me and you get into the ring with all of Klitschko's opponents, and we're going to lose. So, it does take something to get into the ring and risk your life and fight for 12 rounds, and if you're victorious, then you're a winner, regardless on who you fight. So Klitschko is a true champion. He's also a true champion outside the ring. He's never gotten in trouble. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We all make mistakes, but it's about learning from your mistakes. Mayweather's gotten in trouble a few different times. I've gotten in trouble with the law too, so I'm just saying, if you're going to be in the public's eye of a true champion, it's sort of someone like Superman. You know how Superman was? He was a Clark Kent, humble, respectful. And that's sort of how Klitschko is, Vladimir Klitschko. He's sort of like Superman, inside the ring and outside the ring. Mayweather sits there and says on 24/7, which I'm not a hater by any means, but there are a lot of African American fans that look up to Floyd Mayweather who are living in poverty, and here he is, always talking about how much money he has. Money Mayweather, money, 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 money. When there are poor, starving people in this country who look up to Floyd, and then Floyd goes, flashes, he says, I paid off 5 cars, and I paid off this, and I paid off that. Floyd needs to understand that if it wasn't for his white, black, Mexican, Puerto Rican, whatever, fans, Floyd wouldn't be holding all those $100 bills in his hand. We write and pay his paychecks. The boxing fans pay his paycheck. So he should be more humble to the boxing fans and be thanking us for watching his pay-per-views, paying for this or that, and helping him become a multi-millionaire. Yeah, we help him alongside his talent, because if it wasn't for us fans, his talent alone will not make him succeed financially, because it's all about ratings and how many people watch you and how many people pay for pay-per-view and other things. So Mayweather needs to understand that, his boxing fans. And I don't think it's cool that Mayweather, like I said, flaunts and flashes millions of dollars in front of the struggling economy, people who are working hard. Yeah, you earned every penny of your money. Yeah, you're a great fighter. Are you the greatest fighter that's ever ceased to exist? We don't know yet, because you haven't lost, or you haven't came near defeat and pulled out a great spectacular win. Is Pacquiao the challenge? Don't know. Maybe he should move up to 160 or something. Move up in weight. One more, try to get another title. But as for, like I said at the beginning of the video, Mayweather keeps emphasizing that zero, the O, undefeated, champion, the best in the world that's ever existed. When you get knocked out in your boxing career and your fans are all saying you're washed up and you're finished and you have nothing left, and then you overcome that and become a world champion and undefeated in 5 or 6 years, then you are a true warrior and a true champion. Most boxers that get knocked out twice, 3 times, like Klitschko did, they don't recover. Of course, Emmanuel Stewart is one of the greatest trainers. I think, to be honest with you, that Emmanuel Stewart, if I'm saying his name correctly, I apologize if not, but I think Emmanuel Stewart, is the greatest trainer that's ever existed in my eyes, because he took Lennox Lewis, and then look what he did with Klitschko. Look what he did with Klitschko. He made Klitschko an undefeated heavyweight king. And you can't say Klitschko was fighting bums, because if that's the case, let's me and you get in the ring, let's fight those bums, and let's see the outcome of it. He's a trained athlete fighting against another well-tuned trained athlete. They're athletes. They're trained for this shit. It's not Klitschko's fault if they get in the ring and pussy out, or if they don't train hard enough for the fight. Klitschko is big, tough, strong, sort of intimidating when you get in the ring with him. We've never stood toe-to-toe with Klitschko, so we can't make that decision if he's fighting bums or not. And, yeah, I think Mayweather is a great fighter. I think Mayweather has speed, he has a good chin, and he has some power, and he's always in tip-top shape. He looks great. I saw him in the 24/7. He looks perfect. His body is perfect. He's cute. He's pretty. He's a pretty motherfucker. No, I'm just playing, but for real, he always keeps in tip-top shape. And just because he's been laid off for 15 months don't mean shit. He is Floyd Mayweather Jr. So, but the debate is this: is he the greatest of all time? And my answer is no. Not yet. He still has a good 3 years in boxing, 4 years. He can fight till he's about 40. But he has to maybe move up in weight and fight more than once a year. If he beats the shit out of Victor Ortiz, I give him no credit. If he beats the shit out of Victor Ortiz, Manny Pacquiao moves up in weight and wins another title, and then fights and defends it 1 or 2 more times against good fighters, then I'll say he is one of the greatest of all times in the top 3. So, as I do with some of my videos, I wanna end with an oldie but goodie.
But it's the same old shit. Same old shit. Every day and every night. But when it gets dark, niggas get out of sight. Make sure that AK is locked up tight. Cause ain't no telling if some shit might pop tonight. Playing dominoes with a nigga and some hoes, hot pussies and hard dicks, and slapping big six at this bitch's house for the very first time. Some niggas came in and tried to take what's mine. Tried to jack and the bitch played it off. She was in it all along. Bitch screaming, what's wrong? I said, what the fuck, the Mac 10 start to walk. I loaded the clip and then escaped through the park. I think I hit one, but I needed to shoot them all. Now I'm running like shit, thinking about getting hit.
can make up for the rent. Cause ain't nobody gonna give me shit if I don't take it. It's too much motherfucking money, so I'm gonna make it. And when I make it, yo, I'm still the same nigga. So quit acting like a bitch if my pockets get bigger. I'm peeping out my game like Pretty Tony in the Mac. Always watching my back with my goddamn gat. I do what I gotta do, I sell my rocks like a slinger. Or say, I don't